weakest anime characters ever, and if $1 million was on the line, do you think you could beat them in a fight? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. You're watching the channel Dr. Applesauce. My name's Will. It's another beautiful day here in Texas. I hope you guys know that I love you, God loves you, and that there is an awesome plan for your life. Recently, I was at Anime Expo in LA, and I went around asking people, if I were to give you $1 million to fight any anime character, but you had to win the fight to win the money, who would you fight? Essentially asking people who they think the weakest anime character is. I think this is a really interesting topic and discussion because it really gives you an insight into what people think about different anime, and also we all tend to think about the characters that are like super overpowered, but we kind of don't think about who's really the weakest, right? Who's really the weakest characters? Yeah, there's obvious answers like Magikarp from Pokemon and Hamtaro from Hamtaro and little characters like that, but outside of those very typical ideas, who are the weakest characters? Let's go to Anime Expo and see what people thought, and then stay tuned because I'm going to tell you who I would fight, who I would beat the dog water out of in order to win $1 million from a chosen anime. I give you $1 million to fight any anime character that you want, but you have to win. Who are you fighting?
But I have to win any anime. Oh, God. Ash Ketchum count?
Yeah.
Does that count? I feel like I win against that. Pikachu just.
Oh my God. Somebody goes, could it be a kid? I was like, yeah. They were like, I'm gonna fight Anya.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Do what you got to do to get your $1 million.
That's a good one.
If I gave you $1 million to fight any anime character, but you had to win, who are you fighting?
I have to win, and I can fight any anime character. I'm fighting Shao Tucker. I'm going to destroy Shao Tucker.
I give you $1 million to fight any anime character, but you have to win. Who are you fighting?
Yamcha.
Oh, God.
I just feel like he's gonna kill himself. Like, it's gonna be easy.
He's going to show up after he's already been killed.
Exactly. It's like, okay, like, it's a fair fight at that point. Like, Yamcha, easy.
If you were to get $1 million for fighting an anime character, but you had to win, who are you fighting?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, Purple Rush? Probably.
Mineta?
Yeah, Mineta, definitely. Yeah, you can beat Mineta, honestly.
If I were to give you $1 million to fight any anime character, but you have to win, who are you fighting?
Would it be evil to say Anya?
Oh.
Would it be really, really evil? I mean,
if you want to ensure the $1 million, nobody can blame you.
I feel like if I say Anya, then I have a spy and an assassin chase me after, I win the fight and probably kill me. But hey, $1 million is $1 million.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Definitely some very interesting answers there. One that I find really interesting is the lady who answered Yamcha. Her name's Jasmine. She's a content creator, and I actually have loaded this video up in a short form aspect on, YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and all of that. And a lot of things that people continue to comment on her answer is that she doesn't know anything about Yamcha. She doesn't know what Dragon Ball Z is. She doesn't know how powerful Yamcha is. And I find that really funny because it seems her joke has gone over everybody's heads. It might have gone over your head as you were watching this video. Of course Yamcha is not weak. Of course Yamcha would solo anybody that is currently alive because he is incredibly powerful. But the joke with that answer is that Yamcha's already dead every time the fights start. It's a trope. It's a joke. I personally thought it was hilarious. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know, did you pick up on that joke or did you think it was kind of a silly answer? I thought it was a really funny joke that was like, oh yeah, that's really nice. It's going to go over most people's heads. But I promised you guys, I would tell you who I would fight. What anime character I would fight that I know I could win if $1 million were on the line. Before I tell you, drop me a comment down below, guys. Let me know, what anime character would you fight if there was $1 million on the line and you had to win in order to get that money, to take that money down? My answer, I had to go through, there's a lot, right? The Anya answer, kind of crazy, but kind of makes sense, right? Anya's just a kid. A lot of people answering things like Mineta. I don't know, Mineta maybe. He might, get you with his sticky balls and make it to where you can't do anything or you can't move like Mr. Incredible did. Like, you remember that part from Mr. Incredible? So that's kind of an interesting answer, but the answer that I always think, the answer that I absolutely 100% would do is Takamichi from Tokyo Revengers. And this is a very complex answer, and it's multiple reasons, right? One, the Tokyo Revengers anime was absolute trash. It was boring. It was not fun. If you really love the Tokyo Revengers anime, I'm not mad at you, and I'm not trying to offend you. But to me, the Tokyo Revengers anime was just boring. On top of that, we got Takemichi going back and forth in time over and over and over, getting beaten up all the time, surrounded by people who know how to fight, who know how to throw down. All he had to say was, hey, Mikey, like, you think you could teach me how to fight? Or maybe just teach me how to not get my face kicked in all the time? And he would have had plenty opportunity to learn how to fight. So the reason I picked Takemichi is, one, he doesn't know how to fight. Two, he's constantly getting stepped on, to the extent that, three, it's almost like he doesn't want to learn how to fight, that he doesn't want to fight. So for those reasons, if somebody were to say, hey, Will, I give you $1 million, but we're going to put you in this machine that's going to put you in an actual anime. My brain's weird, right? It's going to put you in an actual anime and you have to fight somebody and win. Who are you fighting? It is absolutely Takemichi. I'm going to beat the dog water out of Takemichi because he can't fight, he doesn't want to fight, and he doesn't learn how to fight. And that would be money in the bank. Let me know down in the comments below who you would choose to win $1 million from any anime if you had to fight them and you had to win. I would love to know. If you enjoyed this content, guys, give it a thumbs up. It's free for you to do, and it actually really helps the channel a lot. You can subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. YouTube says you'll like this one right there. It's a really good video about Jujutsu Kaisen, so check it out. And like I always say, find somebody to love and serve today. Be the change you want to see in the world. See you next time.